What's up, peeps? Johnny Dubs, part 2 of the forest scape, and I've filled it with water. So I finished off some detail and now I've filled it with water and just whacked a filter in there, and we will just dark start this thing for a while. So obviously there will be some tannins because not all of these bits of wood were soaked. I did soak some in the first batch that I went and found, so probably half was soaked, half not. So there's gonna be some tannins. So we will just let it dark start, and I'll do a water change maybe next weekend. I'm actually on the way, but we'll get 1 or 2 done along the way. I've got some Purigen I can put in there in a bigger filter. So, but yeah, we are up and running. So that's what we have. Already a bit murky just from putting the water in, but you can see. Actually, what does it look like from the top? Yep. Okay, and then work out whether we put the black background on or a frosted one. I'm not sure. I've got to fit obviously the filter or a smaller filter, or I do have a little SunSun canister filter. Might be able to hook that up on here, and then the heater I'll have to hide. Yeah, well, that's why I use a black background, because the black heaters, then they don't really stand out. But anyway, food for thought. But there you go. There's the forest scape completed. I just need to fix that sand up because I just threw a heap of sand in and it buried all the rocks. So we'll just fix that up. But yeah, for now, we'll just dark start it and let it do its thing. Okay, just thought I'd show you what it looks like. Filled it up with water, obviously, and chucked the filter in. I just put on a white background. I thought we'll try that. And I just threw in a small heater to see if it stands out. That's a little nano heater, which obviously looking from the front it doesn't. But yeah, and a bit hard to tell at the moment because there's so much tannins in the water. There's bucket loads, so it looks very ordinary, but obviously this is part of the process of getting those tannins out. I might do a water change tomorrow, and then leave it a few more days, then do another one. Do that for a week or so, and then I might throw some Purigen. I think I've fit that in one of these little Aqua One filters before, so we'll see how we go. Or I'll move the canister filter over onto it. But at the moment, you know, there's no fish or anything in there, so the tannins, it's just from a looks point of view. Yeah, very murky, and but as I said, all part of the process. So that's what we have so far. Okay, did a quick water change. The main reason was I wanted to add a little bit of aqua soil to the back corner. So a little bit of space there. I didn't build the back right up because I thought a bit of aqua soil there, and then a little bit over in this corner. And I may be able to plant some pearlweed maybe, just as, you know, like the forest backdrop. Put it there as well, but the heater is in the way there. I'll do something there, but some pearlweed or maybe some crypts or pinnator feeder even into the soil, just to give me a backdrop. You can see the white background. Looks alright like that, but as I said, it's the heater sort of will stand out, and of course when the filter gets put in, you know, I could leave one at the front I suppose, but we'll see. But anyway, it's just a quick, I'm just filling it back up. We'll just level out that sand a bit, and it'll probably be a little bit clearer for a little while. But yeah, the main reason was to get the aqua soil in, and we'll just leave it topped up and let those tannins keep leaching out. We'll see how long that takes. Okay guys, I've started planting. As you can see, some hygrophila pinnator feeder and a bit of boost. The 2 types of plants in there at the moment. and I've got some Monte Carlo. Oh, dog barking its head off. I've got some Monte Carlo coming. So I've moved over the CO2, so we'll start putting CO2 in here tomorrow. And I've moved over the canister filter, which is a SunSun. You can see it behind. I had to take the white background off. I got water. When I was putting the canister filter on, I got water in behind there. So I thought I'll take it off, let everything dry, and then I'll put it back, but I'll tape right across the top so water can't get in there. But yes, I suppose just from that angle, that's what we have. Disregard the background. As you can see, the hoses looks a bit messy, but yeah, some hygrophila pinnator feeder that I got a month or so ago. I thought we'll get that in there. And as I said, I hooked up that SunSun filter, so there it is there, just sitting there for now. I'll have to put it in a bucket or a container in case it leaks. But that's the HW603B, I think it was, 400 litres an hour. And it was about 45 Australian dollars, but that's what we got at the moment anyway. Some more planting to go. As I said, some Monte Carlo coming. So when that gets here, we'll throw that in there. And maybe a couple more bits of boost. Get the background back on, and then I'll post another video with hopefully the final look. Okay, final update on the aquascape. Pretty much planted. Quite a bit of hygrophila pinnator feeder used in there. Some small bits, some bigger ones at the back. Some Monte Carlo placed on the rocks, and some down there along the front and back there. And then a couple of different boosters that I had. Don't know the IDs of those. And some, I know this little boost here is Mini Catherine. Got 2 pieces of that, so got that in there. Just using some CO2, get this thing started. And I've thrown in some shrimp, which you can see. Yeah. On there, so I think we'll now just leave this alone, which I'm not very good at. I do like to keep fiddling around, but we might let this one go and settle in. I had done a couple of water changes, but what I've done now is in the canister filter, which is one of those SunSun HW602B or 603B. I've put some Purigen in there, in the bottom, so that'll fix up the tannin problem. And I've also noticed some, looks like paint coming through on the top of that wood there, but that wasn't there, so some sort of sap or something's come up through the top of the wood. And here as well, you will notice it's not as bad, but it is there. Oh yeah, there's a shrimp there. There's about 11 shrimp in here, or a dozen, can't remember, lost count. I was putting a few in here. But that is the aquascape. As I said, I'll stop fiddling around with it, and we'll let that settle in and see how it grows, see what challenges we have. Yeah, very happy with it, and very excited to see how this one works, how it grows in. So we'll keep you updated. Thanks for watching.